All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for joining us. Happy to have you here at the Candidate Forum.
Thank you. My name is Megan Wright, and I'm actually on the Brevard County School Board. So I'm not a candidate running for office. I'm actually in office. But prior to being elected on the school board, I owned a home health agency that worked specifically with developmentally disabled individuals. I did that for over a decade. So when I was reached out to come and be a part of this forum, I really wanted to hear what are we doing, what are the candidates proposing that are going to help this community because they need some additional help for certain. So. I was born and raised in Brevard County. I have lived in Brevard County my entire life. So I'm from the north end. So the Titusville area is the area that I am in. I still reside there. My family's there. I have a child that's in school still. We have an older daughter that graduated already, but that's where we are. I think one of the biggest struggles that I have seen in Brevard County is that not enough individuals that are aware of the disability community and how to work alongside them and help them. One of the cool things that if you ever get the opportunity to go and visit the Brevard Achievement Center and see what they do at that facility, it's absolutely mesmerizing. And I'm like, oh, I love it. There's so many wonderful people there, and they actually help with connecting people into job placement. That was one of the struggles that I had seen with a lot of the people that I served, was that they would go to school and school was great, and then once they turned 22 years old, school stopped, and then it was kind of like, now what do I do? And it was just a real big cliff there for them. Like, okay, I have a regular routine and a schedule, and I have my friends, and I get to see these people, and then the day after they turn 22, that stops, and it's like, what are we going to do now? So what I would love to see in our community is really something that focuses specifically on that last year of being in school and bridging that gap into what does the world look like once you leave school. Awareness is obviously going to drive this conversation, and I think the other part that could come from a governmental standpoint is an incentive, right? So hey, if you're going to go ahead and employ somebody that has different disabilities than what they're traditionally used to looking at, can we give an incentive somewhere that might help an employer say, hey, I'm willing to take the risk and see how this works? Because what we find and what I see is that those individuals that have disabilities stay in their job longer than really anybody does. They're the most dependable, they're the most loyal, they champion that company in ways that I'm like, you couldn't pay for advertising the way that somebody that has a different disability maybe comes in and works with a company. So I'm hoping that the conversation just continues to keep moving forward and our legislators really focus on this. So.